everybody's Uncle Neely, and your first cousin, Big Dog Chico. We're here with the latest and greatest in sports and entertainment and the culture. Let's get into it. Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, Philip Dukes, early in the morning. How are you guys doing on this Monday morning to start the week off?
Man, let me tell you something. My thing playing. Hold on a second.
Early one Monday.
I was gonna hit you with that. Thing is that Gap band. Got to get up.
Early in the morning.
Yeah, hey, I hate to start the show off like this, but shout out to my dog Corey Holcomb in the 5150 show. Corey Holcomb was talking about somebody, and he said, "Man, she looked like the guy with the forehead from Earth, Wind, and Fire." And then I had to think about it, and I was like, "She looked like the guy with the forehead
with that big hairline
and the goatee."
Woo! Come on now, dog.
Come on,
man.
Good morning, Philip Dukes out there in the ATL, Georgia. What do we do for you, bulldogging dudes like them Georgetown Hoyas? What's happening, Dukes?
Man, cool, man. Staying out the way, like always.
Already, man. Appreciate you waking up this morning once again. Uncle Neely, been up, probably doing some things that need to be said on the show this morning. But Unc, good morning. Good morning to you.
Hey, man, I appreciate the love, Big Dog Chico. Always a pleasure to get up in the morning for the morning run. Hey, and look, let me tell y'all this out there in the chat on all three networks. Big shout out to Big Dog Chico, because, like, this is regular morning for me and Dukes. Chico up at like 5 a.m. doing this damn thing. Shout out to Big Dog Chico with the early morning.
5 o'clock in the morning. Where you going to be? Shouts out to, yeah. I give you 5 points, Unc, if you know the artist who made that song.
Oh, you ain't finna give me a damn thing, because I sure can't remember.
5 o'clock.
Who made that song, Duke? 5 o'clock in the morning. Where you gonna be? Outside on the corner.
MC Light.
You better get your
Lady Rage.
I gotta be
Sister Soldier. Hold up.
No, man. Shout out to Philadelphia-born rapper Bahamadia. Shout out to Bahamadia. She had the afro. She was the Philly rapper. Used to be.
Yeah, I remember. I couldn't just say her name. I was going to say Lady Butterfly at first, but she was with the Lady Butterfly.
Yeah, I know. I definitely know the song. Yeah.
Well, we started off on rap music. We might as well get into the culture. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Birdman, Cash Money, Lil Wayne, and of course they're on tour right now, the Hot Boys tour. But it's really Lil Wayne's tour. He's the headliner, but he's bringing out special friends. That is the Hot Boys, and the Big Timers, Baby, and Manny Fresh. And I'm sure you guys seen the clip that's gone viral where Baby was on the mic doing his thing. He a game spitter, so he was talking smack. Turk been in jail 6 years. BG been in jail 9 years. Manny Fresh been doing his bam. Then Lil Wayne cut it off and said, "Drop the beat, play the song. We don't need to keep hearing Baby talk." He probably was drunk or something. But why do y'all think Lil Wayne has cut off Baby and just basically kind of like, is it disrespectful what he's doing?
I want us to be careful with something out here in social media land and social media space. A lot of times we are overly influenced by how something is captioned, because the caption leads your thought process into what you see and believe it is. So, like, you got people sharing that clip saying Lil Wayne disses Baby, or Lil Wayne is laughing at Baby because of this or that. And then when you watch the clip, that's really not what happens. Nevertheless, I will say this: is Lil Wayne damn tour. He can cut off whatever the hell he want to cut off. And I love the Hot Boys reunion they did down in New Orleans. Watched it when it happened live. Damn near cried. I mean, it was all that and then some. But on this phase of it, Lil Wayne the tip of the spear. He the biggest out of all them on stage. He don't work for Birdman no more. They up there with him. So if he's like, "Hey man, let's get the show going," so what? But I'm not gonna sit here and say just because whoever recorded that and captioned it, Wayne disses Birdman, that was actually a diss. I mean, hell, that's a diss. Me and Dukes diss you every day. Cause we be telling you come on all the time.
You know, what you think, Duke? What you think?
It's just like it was like at the family reunion when the uncle get to talking. He was like, man, I don't want to hear all that right now, bro. We trying to play spades, bro. That's all it was, bro. Like, you know, sometimes Thanksgiving, whatever it is, get to talking. Hell, sometimes I be they be like, come on, Dukes. Right? I mean, that type of stuff. At the end of the day, like one of them things where, you know, Wayne was like, well, I got somewhere to be. Man, listen, we ain't finna make this no 5-hour show. We finna go and get on up out of here. Man, drop the beat. And that's what that was. You know, sometimes people get that microphone, they get to carrying on. You gotta think Lil Wayne been seeing this for all. That's his daddy. So I mean,
so he knew he was gonna. He was like, he's gonna keep babbling, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut him off right here.
Hey man, we talking like, bro. It sounded like, man, you do this all the time, bro. You know, said we heard you. That's what it looked like. Okay, bro. Come on, pops. Come on now. That's how I say it, man. And so, you know, Wayne was like, all right, look, you know, he finna tell that same story. Turk, you been gone for 9 years, and BG been gone for 20. Wayne like, boy.
Dukes, your point is brilliant. I love your point. I love the question that Big Dog Chico posed. But if I may take it just about 10 seconds and prove my point.
Yeah.
When Lil Wayne said drop that beat, what the DJ did?
Drop the beat.
Who in charge?
Lil Weezy.
If Birdman was in charge and Wayne said drop the beat, and the beat wasn't dropped until Birdman said go ahead.
It would have been some type of hesitation, at least. There was no hesitation.
They damn near muted his mic. I ain't even hear but he was still talking. He was like, man, yeah, exactly. Like,
hold down, Playboy.
Yeah, yeah.
You better put some respect on his name.
I mean, Louisiana fans.
Yeah.
What would you say? Louisiana fans, right?
That's what I'm saying. And if you know that, if you notice any concerts you guys have been to, if y'all ever been backstage, they'll have a set play or a playlist of the songs that's going to be played, and usually they'll have a timer up there on stage.
Absolutely.
And letting you know so that you can stay on time for the entirety of the show, you know, and you won't have those pauses in there like somebody, you know, with a unscheduled, you know, talking point that he want to make, and it lasts 3 to 7 minutes. You're like, dog, I'm getting up out of here. Lil Wayne probably had everything scheduled on point. I got my syrup cup right here that I drink after the 5th song. I got this blunt that I smoke after the 6th song, and now I'm already past this because you want to talk, man. Play the music.
You know, man, you know how it is. Like when somebody get the microphone and they don't supposed to be there, then they get to talking. Like that's exactly what it was. Like somebody get the mic and get to talking. They be like, you remember? You know, we went through all the hey.
Yeah. Like we tried to do Chico when it's story time with Chico.
Oh
like,
man,
you about to say something you supposed to say now? DJ, play the music.
Yeah. Don't you ever throw a party or something? You had a microphone and one of your homeboys get on that drink midway through the party, and now he want to come up to you because he know you and say, dog, let me get the mic. I got something to say.
No, that'd be me.
Let me get the mic, big dog. I got something to say.
That's me at the party.
Oh, that's
Every time we have something in the hood, you know, my uncle had a spot, man. That would be me. They'd be like, "Oh, here go Dukes," but I'm gonna go tell, "But you know, I love you, boy. But we've been through it. We came from the struggle, boy. We made it."
DJ, drop that beat.
It'd be like, somebody come
the mic went out.
They'd be like, somebody come get Dukes. Here you go. Yeah, I know how it is.
Well, that's crazy, man. Shout out to the Hot Boys, though. I think that was the first concert I ever went to. And here's another story. Shout out to Birmingham, Alabama, the West Side, 5 Points. First concert I ever went to, I think back in the day. Yes, it was Cash Money. Shout out to UGK. They were there. But Cash Money came on the stage probably for 2 minutes before a fight broke out and cleared the whole stadium out. And that was all we saw of Cash Money Records. So it's good to see them still doing that thing. What has it been like? damn near 30 years ago, dog. Getting old.
Oh, I got one before we move on. Best concert you ever been to?
Ooh. NEELY, Earth, Wind and Fire, Gap Band. Let's groove tonight.
Oh, he tried. Man, see how Chico be trying to slide.
Yeah, I hope you live as long as I live.
You damn right. That wasn't no shot. I just said.
I'm gonna tell you this now. You bullshitting, but I'm gonna be for real with you. I got to give an honorable mention to that era because I was down the street just outside that back window right there at the Mississippi Coliseum when Parliament Funkadelic dropped the mothership from the ceiling and they came out of it.
What?
But this is gonna surprise y'all. The best concert I've ever been to, and I have been to many. It was short-lived. They messed it up. Well, one of them messed it up. But that damn Jay-Z and R. Kelly, best of both worlds.
Oh,
they
man.
had a show, dog. They had a show.
Yeah, I bet.
They had a big screen, right, like the size of the back of the arena. And they had like these two tour buses that looked like they were racing through whatever city they were in. And this concert was in New Orleans. So, you know, they had the police helicopter and the radio was saying, we're tracking these two buses coming opposite direction. Looked like they headed to New Orleans, showed the buses on the bridge. And then just as the concert was going to start, the front of two buses bust through the wall. And Jay-Z and R. Kelly got out of each bus. And it was really like a versus battle before there was verses.
Right.
They would do one of their joint songs together, and then Jay-Z do two of his hits, R. Kelly do two of his hits, and they just went back. And you know their catalog is immense.
Oh.
But R. Kelly messed it up.
Oh, man.
R. Kelly messed it up. Great tour.
I bet you that was fire, though, because R. Kelly, you talk about some hits on top of hits.
Let me tell you this, man. Y'all better be glad R. Kelly was locked up because wasn't nobody going to beat him in verses.
Boosie said it. Boosie said, man, couldn't nobody touch R. Kelly if they was doing the verses with him, man. What? Live?
Yeah, so give me Jay-Z, R. Kelly is number one that I've attended, and give me that Parliament Funkadelic when they dropped the mothership down from the ceiling, number two.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chico.
Me?
Yeah.
Favorite concert. I would have said that Cash Money concert because UGK was there and Pimp C was on stage, and this when they had the beef with Master P started back in the day. So he was on stage and he said, everybody out there, I want to hear y'all say, man, F no limit. And the whole crowd said, F no limit. He said, F Master P. That F tried to stop us from getting down here to the show, Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all say F no limit. Whole crowd say F no limit. So it would have been UGK, but I'm going to have to go with T.I., Hustle Gang, Doe B.
Shout out to Doe B, man.
R.I.P. Doe B.
Let me find out.
Let me find out.
I
think this might have been one of his last performances in Alabama, but I ended up getting a ticket to the concert. I think it was like in Hoover, Alabama, somewhere. And man, I somehow got a front row ticket right in the middle. And y'all know me. I got a story about that, but I'll tell y'all later. But I ended up getting backstage because I saw the Cash Money buses coming in as I was pulling in. I said, you know what? Hey, let me just go behind the bus and see what happened. I get behind the bus and the gates stay open. And this little old, unassuming lady looked like she just got paid to work back there at the gates. So as I come in my truck behind the bus, I said, I'm with Birdman and them. She said, okay, let me on in. So I park over there and the bus is still going in through another gate. So now I'm outside the bus with my camera, acting like I'm filming. I'm part of Cash Money. So I get backstage with the Cash Money bus and Birdman and them. And now T.I. is walking backstage, Birdman backstage. They backstage filming Hustle Gang family show. So that would be the best one because I got a backstage pass, or I was backstage and I was front row.
Did you offer to cut anybody hair while you were back there, like your barber services?
No, I didn't. But I went to.
I mean, it wouldn't be nothing like putting your nuts on Birdman's shoulder or something, you know.
Hey, Playboy, you better put some respect on. Anyway, Duke, go ahead, Duke. What was your favorite concert?
I've found in my research that victims often victimize others, so I just thought you might have been passing it on.
Okay. Go ahead, Duke. That's all. Look, I saw you walking out the house and started that.
This your boy, man, but probably Birthday Bash 2000. in Atlanta, you know, they do birthday bash every year. When Pastor Troy made the birthday bash in 2000 after he had been heating it up, and he did that. He came out to that. I don't know if he had that song called Champion, but it's like the Goldberg chant. Like Pastor.
Yeah.
Oh man, like nobody had really heard it yet. And he had the whole Atlanta screaming Pastor. Like that was. And then 3 6 Mafia was there, and Good and Mob was there. That's probably the best one I've been to. I've been to a few, but that's probably for my first one, and I haven't had a experience like that. Now, I went to see Lil Baby in Charlotte last year in 23. That was pretty cool. I saw I had some flow seats there, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it for me.
Dude, you gonna love this one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Goody Mob was inching up. They hadn't peaked yet, but they were inching up.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a concert here in Jackson at the City Auditorium, right? And it was sold out. Like it was sold out. But a storm happened that night. And so, like, when I'm telling you it's supposed to be 2,000 people there, and it was 50. And so everybody right in front of the stage, it was like a damn intimate concert because it was just Goody Mob, no opening, no closer, just them. Like it was promoting the album kind of tour and smaller market. Now that might have been like the best environment just because it felt like what you described. Like, they doing this for me. It's like it's like we're in the house.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like that's how I felt like when you get those one-on-one experiences where it's like, man, it's like we you kicking it with your partners. Like, that's probably was what I would have really liked to have been there. Now that's dope.
And that was one of the coldest opening verses ever. When the scene unfolds, young girls, 13 years old, expose themselves to any Tom, Dick, Hank.
Man, if you go back and listen to that song now,
it makes so much sense.
Man, it's like everything they said in that song came true. Everything.
Right. Concentration camps laced with gas pipelines. Hey, y'all remember y'all used to wear your scullies like this with the cuff at the top? Like Naughty by Nature.
With the low shades on.
With the low shades.
Call each other fool.
Naughty by Nature. Shouts out to Naughty by Nature. What was the first album that you guys purchased? CD, tape, anything like that? Mine was 1993 by Naughty by Nature. And I had a chance to purchase, it was a bootleg too. I remember they were selling it outside the record store in Selma. Dude had a cardboard box with tapes in them. And I could have brought the Chronic, but I knew everybody had that. I knew my cousin already had that in his car. I said, I'm gonna get something nobody listened to. Nobody listens to East Coast music down here.
Well,
I'm getting Naughty by Nature.
We straight up 10 years apart because mine would have been 93. Mine would have been 83. Run DMC Kings of Rock. The album cover with just the glasses and the hats on it.
Ooh, dope.
Oh yeah.
Kings does rock. There is none higher. Sucker MCs. Call me. What was yours, Dukes?
It's kind of funny, man, but Sir Mix a Lot, Baby Got Back.
And now we know that Dukes is the way he is.
Yeah. No,
I got something for you.
That was the first one. I ain't even cap you down, man. It was funny, man, because man, I went to go stay with my dad for the weekend. And I think my dad was moving out of town. I might have only seen him like once that month, something like that. So, you get them little trips, they be trying to skin you down, like, oh yeah, man. So man, we went in the mall. I said, man, Pop, you'll get this tape for me because I couldn't get it yet. He got it. He wasn't paying no attention, I guess. I don't know how he missed that big booty on the cover, but I took it to the crib. My mama had a fit, but like, where you get this from? She thought it was my sister and them tape, but my sister's 54 and 53. She thought it was their tape, but it was mine. But hey, man, I switched the tapes out so I could keep it. So that's.
You say his anaconda don't moan none unless you got time.
Dude, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a secret though, dude. Your dad knew exactly what tape you were buying or he was purchasing for you. It was just that he was like, I'm proud today.
Man, Chico, I can go for that, Chico. Yeah, but like, my dad one of them.
For sure. Man. He was like, I'll buy this motherfucker.
FAN. He been a fan his whole life. FAN.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. You said, man, you could have been asking him to buy you a Boy George tape, so he would probably have his ear like, okay. Yeah, he
what
like
was they knew it was something wrong with me like early. Like they was like, oh yeah, we ain't got to worry. Like with him, oh yes, it's something. Yeah.
What's a guilty pleasure? What was a tape or CD or music that you listened to that maybe you had some friends or family used to mess with you or give you a hard time about, or something that was just non-conventional? You know what I mean?
For me, Jerry Clower.
Jerry Clower?
I still listen to Jerry Clower.
I heard of that. Is that like the
just a country comedian, an old white guy, country comedian telling stories.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say like talk, records that they just talk and do like the country type stuff on, but it's not really music per se.
Dukes, you see what happened with Chico? Don't stick to the script. Like we right about now we're supposed to be talking about you in the combine.
I'm not sticking to the script. Come on, dog.
Come on, dog.
Well, mine then. We'll get to the combine in a minute, but mine was Marilyn Manson.
God damn,
boy, he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait. He could not wait. He couldn't wait
to share that way.
Let me tell you, Dukes. Let me tell you,
beautiful people. Beautiful people.
Like that man tried to tell you a secret about your daddy, like you didn't know. Let me tell you a secret about Chico, like you don't know. The reason I tried to wrap that up is because I know why he asked the question. He didn't ask the question because he wanted to hear us. He wanted to tell everybody Marilyn Manson.
He couldn't wait.
The question was about.
Hey, chat. Y'all see how they do?
So I'm like,
y'all see how they do? I'd be wrong if I be muting mics over here now. Like he said he'll do me. I'd be wrong if I did that.
He know damn well all he wanted to do is he wanted to tell the chat he's like Marilyn Manson.
Chico, what I do?
I just asked the question, man. I just asked the question.
Good
morning. Riding my forklift, get off work. Me in Colorado
Chico,
checking in.
Chico.
Oh, now.
Hey, now, but since we
can't hear you. Now he can't hear you.
What's up, man?
Chico.
Here we go.
So,
I'm in the refrigerator.
Hey, how did you get into Marilyn Manson? Of all things.
Great question.
I got to his cousin both broke that church window. Some damn satanic shit.
Yeah. Could have been. That was close.
Out there killing chickens and
never did that.
Animal sacrifices.
Drinking the blood and stuff.
Yeah, he told
me. This is the cup of my blood. Nah. How did I get into Marilyn Manson? I probably just watching MTV or something. Honestly, I love that beat, that song, that Beautiful People song.
I don't know it.
I love that beat, man. That was dope to me, and I just got it too. I knew no one at school was going to be listening to it, so I used to carry it in my pocket, right? Yeah. And black folks, if you show them a picture,
are you Gothic?
Not at all.
Did you identify Gothic?
Not at all. But I knew that this beat was dope. Nobody else was listening to it, and if I carried it in my pocket and showed it to some people, I saw their reaction. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm scared of the crazy white guy on the cover, huh? All right, look what I got. Yeah, man, Chico crazy, man. Chico, I ain't messing with Chico. All right. Nobody messed with me that year. You know what I mean? Not saying they messed with me any other year, but
this was in response to you getting chased on to the projects.
No.
You went Marilyn Manson to scare him off instead of whooping ass. I got
Lord have mercy, man. My gosh.
I see what you did.
So, anyways, I like the song, and then I brought the tape, and so I started listening. I was like, man, some of this stuff kind of dope. So yeah, I listened to it.
That what's up, Chico?
Yeah,
that's all.
You're a unique individual, Chico.
Very unique, and I'm happy about it. My name been Chico my whole life, so y'all don't understand how I used to pray as a little kid for my name so I could wake up and my name be Mike or Daryl or John or Chris.
You ain't like Chico?
Yeah, I used to hate Chico for some time because everybody
why
you walk into anywhere. Because you walk in anywhere and you say Chico, they know exactly who you talking about. You can't be lying talking about nobody else. It's not getting confused with nobody else. Was it Mike J or Mike
but
B?
That's what you didn't like about it.
I didn't like it at the time. Yeah, at some point.
You know why everybody called me Neely?
Because your name is you got a common first name.
Exactly. When I was growing up, it was 10 Chris's in the room. And then when the teacher would try to call me by my middle name, that's Daryl. There were 5 of them. But no matter where
Right.
I go, they the one Neely. So like all my life, hey Neely, because they be like Chris, and 5 people jump up. No, Neely, that one.
Here's the thing, though.
You ain't never had that problem. You wanted to be.
Yeah, of course. If same way you wanted a unique name, because you were younger and everybody else had Chris or Daryl, it was kind of like the opposite. But I will say this: every person I know from back home who has the last name Neely, people call them Neely.
My family originates in Alabama, so I'm not surprised you run into some Alabama Neelys. And I'm also not surprised about that story because even when you were around a bunch of Neelys, everybody be called Neely.
Neely. What Neely? Neely. Shout out to Mark Neely. Shout out to his pops, Tori Neely. Shout out to the whole family of the Neelys, because all of them named Neely. I can't even remember no first names now. I just know Neely. Neely the girl cousin. Neely the sister.
Salty Ben say Chico is extra light skinned.
How am I extra light skinned now?
You're Marilyn Manson.
The beautiful people. The beautiful
hey,
people.
Look, Chico. So, and I ain't even joking. I'm interested. Like, so Chico, like, you didn't like
he just thought about it.
So you ain't like being like unique with the name, but you like standing out when it came to like the music taste.
What I'm saying, it was only like
busting windows.
It was only like here and there, certain times where I didn't like the name. Like right now, I'm glad my name's Chico. You know what I mean? And it was a lot of time in my life where I like that. But certain times coming up, you'd be like, "Damn, I just wish my name was regular." Like it's some famous people out there that walk around and be like, "Man, I wish I could just be, walk around like everybody else and not be famous." You know what I mean?
So basically, your popularity due to your name, or some of it, like it just kind of made you want to have a more common name, so you didn't have to be so popular.
Part of it, kind of like that.
I
look at Uncle Neely, but I just knew that if someone told a story or someone saw or did this and they said Chico did it, they knew that they were talking about me. That's all, and it was just.
Well, first of all, let me as your public defender, let me help you out.
Please,
that wasn't just because of your name. That was because of your historic behavior. Like your name could have been.
Uncle Neely always breaking it down to the bone. No. Break it down, Uncle Neely.
Your name could have been James. And when they saw the church window was busted and they said James did it, they were gonna know which damn James it was.
Any James in the project.
It was gonna be badass James, not little James, not fat James, not light skinned James, not James with the nappy hair, not James that stay over there on the projects. It was gonna be badass James, just like it was badass Chico. So they didn't know it was you and not you because of your name. It's your historic pattern of poor decision making when presented with choices that they know. Oh, that's Chico.
Don't judge me on my choices, on my decisions, if you don't know the choices that I had. You understand what I'm saying? So
that started off like it was gonna be philosophical, but it sure went off the rails quick. It didn't make no sense. Well, you got
it didn't make sense.
He said, "Don't judge his decisions if you didn't know." Okay, Chico.
If you don't know the choices I had, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. No, but they did used to call me little badass Chico though. I ain't gonna lie about that. I was a little badass Chico for a good little while.
That boy Chico a master deflector. He was like,
I was about to rest my case, but what you're telling me is your baseball coach said, "Hey, you got to ride with me in the van with no windows or bust that window," and you bust the window. Like you,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back to the subjects of college football.
Back on track.
Shadur Sanders, as we said from the East West Shrine Bowl, he didn't throw. He just did interviews with the NFL scouts. Invited to the NFL Combine, and the word on the street is he will not be throwing again. But if y'all listen to the Morning Run or Uncle Chico Live or You Tell Me, y'all would have heard us saying these things, that we don't think Shadur will be throwing, nor does he need to throw. And if he does throw, I think the first time we'll see him throwing is at the Colorado Pro Day to his own receivers. Philip Dukes. What do you guys think about this report coming out with Shadur Sanders not throwing at the Combine?
Combine is later this week. We've officially reached Combine week. And I know our man Philip Dukes is going to be in attendance, and we'll be doing a show live from there later this week. And as much as I'm going to defer to him as the boots on the ground, let me tell you, having worked at an agency, 2 agencies, and been to a couple of combines, this ain't abnormal. You know, you have plenty of athletes that when it comes to what that position does, and they've already proven it on the field with film and stats and awards and trophies and et cetera, that they don't participate in that particular drill at the combine when they can do it in the confines of their own environment at their pro day with their personnel, with their equipment man, sleeping in their bed, everything that goes with it. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to validate and prove what they've already seen from the football season. The combines, these pro days, none of that really matters. What matters has already happened. Shadur Sanders won the Johnny Unitas Award. Shadur Sanders for 2 years was exceptional in his conference at his position. Shadur Sanders finished his collegiate career leading NCAA history in completion percentage. There's nothing he can prove in Indianapolis by throwing the ball. It's just not. So if he makes the decision and sticks with the decision to not throw, it's really par for the course for, you know, a premier quarterback that he is, and it's not going to impact his draft stock one bit, particularly not negatively.
Yeah, I mean, Uncle Neely nailed it in there too. I mean, last year, Caleb Wood, top 3 quarterbacks didn't throw.
Say that again. Say that again for him, Dukes.
Yeah, last year, the top 3 quarterbacks didn't throw at the combine. Caleb Williams, Drake May, or Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year. Like nobody threw last year. So this is what they call a nothing burger, but it's also what we know is the prime time effect, right? Last name, as Coach Dre said in the chat, it's just based. It's Shadur's not throwing. Duh. That's what I wanted to say when I read that headline. Duh. Like, of course he's not throwing, bro. Like, he's projected to be 1 or 2. Like, why would he throw? He's gonna throw at pro day where he's comfortable. He's gonna show his best self. He's gonna have a script that people are he's gonna have a script that has been placed in his hands to show the throws that the teams have said they want to see.
Yeah.
You're gonna see an 18-yard out. You're gonna see a post on the run, and you're gonna see him roll out, and he's gonna unleash the ball. We see it every year, the same throws, right? But when you've done so much already with your body of work, you don't have to go and be on their time. They have to come get on your time. And that's the trade-off for how successful you've already been. And it's fair. It happens every year. This ain't news. And it's just one of those things that is the reason why you have to be. It's another reason why you have to think that Shadur Sanders, his intangibles are off the charts, because this isn't news for anybody, but it's news for him. How long has he been dealing with news? Did we hear anything about Cam Ward? Right. I'd be surprised if he throws. But we'll see. But yeah, from that perspective, what it does provide is the opportunity for those guys in that next range, the Jalen Milrose, possibly even the Jackson Dart. It provides for them to get all opportunity to try to jockey for that next position, which we saw some quarterbacks have taken advantage of that in the past. But usually, man, your top five guys don't usually throw at the combine
at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask both of you guys a question. Do you see any type of scenario in the draft where Jackson Dart or another quarterback is taken ahead of Shadur Sanders or Cam Ward? And also, why do you think there are some reports saying that these 2 quarterbacks are not first-round grades, do not have first-round grades?
Say it one more time, Chico, my bad.
So do you think there's another quarterback that could possibly get drafted before Shadur or Cam in this draft?
That should not happen. But, you know, I'm not a billionaire. I don't own an NFL franchise, and I don't have, you know, people working for me that make bad decisions on my behalf, because that would be a completely bad decision if they were to take place. But the draft is always full of bad decisions. You know, there were what, 3 people taken ahead of Michael Jordan, and so this bad decisions happen in every sport and every draft. So I'm not going to sit here and say what absolutely ain't going to happen. I will tell you this: there is no way you can watch this past collegiate football season, or even the past 2 years for that matter, and not understand that Shadur Sanders and Cam Ward have to be the first quarterbacks taken in this draft. Anybody else after that, you know, it's just, as we say down in the country, sucking hind tit. That means you the runt of the litter. You still a pig, but you the small guy. And I think when these first quarterbacks are taken in the first 5 picks, you're going to have 2 or 3 rounds go by before the next quarterback is taken, because it's just not that urgent anymore after those 2. You know, Milrose will get drafted, other quarterbacks will get drafted, but they're not going Shadur 3 and Milrose number 10 overall. That's just not going to happen. You have to get Shadur Sanders if he's available when you pick. You got to get Cam Ward when he's available when you pick, because these people who are saying they are not first round draft and just smoking that good, or, you know, maybe it's laced with something, I don't know. But I don't know what they are looking at or what they've been looking at or what these 2 brothers got to prove, you know, that they can play at this next level. Even when you see them working out together with select QB, the competition between them, the throws that they're making there, they have nothing to prove and nothing to gain by throwing at the combine. And again, I just want to underscore what Dukes has said. Not only does this always happen, 3 didn't throw last year. In every year, one of the top ones don't throw. It's just funny that when they look different in skin complexion and last name ain't Sanders, it ain't a story.
Well,
wow,
it would be a story if someone went before them. Would it be a story would it be best that it happened, or would it be more of a story that he, quote unquote, dropped down to or slid down to the number 6 that the Raiders have? I think if Shadur slides to the Raiders, right, which means that other teams have passed on him, but he falls to the Raiders, which a lot of us feel like is the best place for him. Would that be talked about so much that he slid, or would that just be, in our eyes, hey man, he went to the best spot for him possible, and who cares whether he's number 4 or number 8?
Look, if Shadur Sanders dug in his nose and the elevator camera caught it, it's going to make the news. Anything he does is going to make the news. So just because something makes the news doesn't mean that it's actually newsworthy. When you know what you're looking at, when you know ball, when you know the mechanics of the combine and pro days in the draft and NFL, if Shadur is going 3rd or 4th and then ends up going 6th, to me, that's not a slide. A slide would be Shadur supposed to go 3rd or 4th and he then ends up going in the 2nd round. You know, you're still talking about a brother at quarterback being picked in the top 10. And then you have to look at situations. For all we know, they passed on him because the Sanders got together and told them teams don't call us. And so it could look like a pass on or a skip by to the naked eye. Actually, it could be strategy to end up where you want to be. I just believe that by the time you get to that 6th, 7th pick in the draft, Travis Hunter ain't gonna be there. Shadur Sanders ain't gonna be there. Cam Ward ain't gonna be there. If you want them, you better move up and get them, because by the time you get to that 5th pick, they out of there.
Yeah, it's now with quarterbacks being at a premium, a team that has a quarterback will still draft them. Like this, like you look at some of those teams in the top 10 that need quarterbacks. Like it'll be like, I think what the Falcons did last year, and you know I'm gonna bring it, but got to talk about the home team. But what the Falcons did last year when they drafted Penix after signing Kirk Cousins, I hated the move. And what did they do? They told everybody in the NFL, this is how you do it, because right now, without that optimism that Penix provides, I mean, you're talking about a moribund franchise. If all you're doing is worried about Kirk Cousins being your guy. So now you provide the opportunity where you can't afford to wait for Shadur Sanders. You can't afford to wait for a Cam Ward, because teams that don't have glaring quarterback vacancies will still draft them and wait on them. Because what did they say last year? We got to get Penix this year because we don't know if we're going to be in this position again. And it worked. And what do we know the NFL is? If anything else, it's a copycat league. So there are going to be teams. Imagine the New York Jets just sitting back there looking. You know he's not going to make it past there, right? It's teams that are going to need quarterbacks that'll say, you know what? Oh, he's in 6-7. We'll go get him. I don't think he get out the top 5.
I don't either. And to your point, Dukes, you know, let's imagine that you're in that top 5 and you got a guy and you get him. Do you know the trade bait you got now? you got something everybody want. And then let's say that you hold on to it like the Falcons did. You look at the quarterback situation that Colorado Buffalo's in right now. This time last year, You had Shadur Sanders clear QB1 and an exponential drop off in talent and game readiness till you got to QB2. You're going into this year with a QB battle, and whoever emerges, you know you got something waiting in the wings, whether it is a bad game or an injury or a flu bug, you name it. You got a number 2 that ain't no drop off. You can still win the conference with. And as much as we joke and kid and play about Kirk Cousins, the reason he done bounced away, Brownlee bounced around as hell. They know at the end of the day he can still play ball. He's still serviceable. He ain't just a constant liability people try to make him out to be. So you got a 1-2 punch that you were able to hold on to when things didn't go well. Same thing with and I know they're gonna change it this offseason, but same thing with that the Steelers had this year. You got options. And anytime that you can have options in your organization, all you do is increase the value.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you talk about being able to have one run like what Colorado has this year, being able to run multiple guys out. I just did two video pieces on, one on Julian Lewis, why he could be the quarterback, and one on Caden Salter, why he could be the quarterback. In the case, and as I went through, I said, man, the case is strong for both of them. Well, what did you see the common thread when it came to you look at the top quarterbacks in the country, the national championship contenders, that perennial national championship contenders, they got more than one top quarterback. Georgia, loaded with 5 stars. Ohio State, multiple 5 stars. When you start to provide starters from your quarterback room to other places in the country where people are looking to say, you know what, I can go get a quarterback from Colorado if it don't work out for one of them. That's what you want. You want to be able to stockpile talent in today's day and age where things go left, things do go wrong, injuries do happen, feet get stepped on. Like, it just happens. It's a part of the game. It's probably, we're talking at CHICO played it probably at the highest level of anybody on this screen. You basically signing up for car crashes every day, every play. So why wouldn't you want somebody else to be able to control the team and guide your team who's just as talented as the first guy? And so with all that being said, to loop it back into the draft, you'd be a damn fool to let Shadur, excuse my language, but you'd be a fool to let Shadur Sanders get out of the top 5. And I'm telling you, there's going to be a team that's going to draft Shadur and hold somebody hostage and say, all right, okay, you ain't want to pick, oh, y'all let him get to me? Y'all going to give me a second rounder to get him now. And that's how it happens.
Just hold isn't that what happened? Isn't that what happened when we did our mock top 3 draft? That's exactly what happened. Unc called me with the number 3 pick and offered it. I had the number 2 pick with the Browns. Unc offered it. I said no. I drafted Shadur and then traded him to Unc for an extra first round and second round pick. So exactly what you said. We held him hostage.
After you picked him, you got more than I was offering the first time.
Exactly. So I think that could actually happen in the NFL. You know,
and you better watch this. You been to the combine, CHICO? You been before?
Been to the combine. Yes.
All right, so Dig, you know that JW Marriott for the whole week in that Marriott, you're gonna just walk by, you're gonna see a GM talking to a coach, you're gonna see a coach talking to a scout, you're gonna see, and nobody's supposed to be talking to the players, right?
Yeah.
This is a quote unquote tampering period. All right, Dig. And all they're gonna be talking about is what we're gonna do next year and what we about to do with this draft pick and who would you be willing to trade and what do you have available? All these cakes are getting baked right now. As we speak Monday, everybody's up there. They're gonna be at that bar and they're gonna be figuring out who really wants to do it. And then this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna see Ian Rappaport happen. He's gonna be walking through all that bar. Look, shout out to Ian. Ian Rappaport's gonna be walking through that bar, and then there's gonna be a GM that pulls in and say, "Hey, we not gonna draft Shadur," and they're gonna go put that out there, right? And then all they're gonna do is wait for people to say, "Oh, well, we don't have to worry about them because they're not gonna draft Shadur." And all you're gonna see all of this stuff happen. It happens every year, but it's gonna definitely happen this year with Shadur. Yeah. And all it is a smoke screen.
Man, I'm about to tell you, Dukes, more lies happened at that JW Marriott bar than a bar at the hood on Friday night on payday weekend. Like, everybody selling dreams, everybody lying. You have to be able to cut through the bullshit because you got to keep in mind these are billion-dollar organizations, and if you think they're going to straight up share their internal trade secrets with you and give away some leverage for nothing, like, you got to take everything with a grain of salt because all of it is posturing. and even the negative talk. It's kind of like, you out with Chico and y'all chilling, and a group of babes come in, like, damn, Chico, I think she bad right there. What you think? And Chico like, nah, nigga, you can do better than that. I wouldn't talk to her if I were you. You go get your drink, come back, and he on her. All he was trying to do is talk you off of her. So like that, you see that happening the whole combine week.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of different agents up there also. A lot of different big business going on up there in Indianapolis, man. So I think, people need to be on point, be ready to go. Players, hopefully you guys are on point also. Don't do like some of those players come in there and fail the drug test as if you don't know what you're going to get drug tested that weekend and all this other stuff. Come prepared, dog. Be on your A game.
Chico, you should have said that in January. Like if you saying that on Monday, they gonna fail. Like
I mean, of course, what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like.
But the agents, have a role up there, like particularly agencies that have multiple players there. They have a hospitality suite with a barber there and a massage therapist and video games and food. So in between workouts and interviews, their players got a place to lounge. And like Dukes was saying, there's limited during parts of it. There's very limited interaction between the team and the players. But you better believe when that Jack Daniels get to flowing, there's a lot of interaction between the teams and the players' representation. Just small talking around the bars and stuff. So it reminds you of Washington D.C. and lobbying. That's all people are doing is I got a product. I'm trying to get it in the best hands. Who out here want it? Let's talk strategy. Let's talk how we get these deals done when it's time to do these deals. But none of it really matters, till you get after the pro day, see those workouts, and then you really start hearing the true rumors going into the draft of who's going to move where and who's going to try to get who.
What'd you say, Unc? Is more lies being told than where?
At the bar? Then a bar on Friday night on payday weekend.
In the hood.
In the hood. Payday weekend, now we dream selling.
Dream selling.
This
with a pocket full of money.
This money you see in this wad, you see in my pocket, that's for the light bill, the condo, and everything. But I'm going to try to make you think I got it like this all the time.
All the time, right. Isn't that talking cash money-ish up in that thing? I did have this graphic right here. Duke, you want to fill us in on this graphic right here, Duke?
Oh, yeah, that's all right, so that's the schedule for the combine. So if anybody wants to watch, you want to see where the we got a majority Colorado Buffalo fan base. You'll see the wide receivers are going to run on Saturday. No, Friday. Let me see. We got wide receivers. Wide outs are in the orange. They run. They do run Saturday. So the 40 time is going to be important for LeJohntay and Jimmy Horn. The DBs have their on-field interviews. The DBs and the pink. The on-field workout will be Friday. So be tuned in to the NFL network so you can get some coverage and you'll be able to get some glimpses of your former Buffaloes as they perform in front of the entire NFL.
What are your plans when you're heading up there, Duke?
Man, I'm finna go sit at that bar and listen to folks tell them stories so I know what's going on. Last year, man, crazy. Like, I didn't, you talk to a lot of media people. It's going to be a ton of media. National Association of Black Journalists has an event there. So I'll be attending that. And really, I think the most important thing is just networking and to get information as far as like for what we do in the media. So we're gonna be first on some stuff, and then and build relationships and build trust to where even if we're not first on something, like it's gonna be hard to be Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter, but if you know something and they know it, you could be the first person to have your opinion based on it. So it's good for me on definitely good for me on the media side to be there and make meaningful relationships as I go forward in multiple aspects of my sports career.
Nice. Already. So that's going down starting this Thursday.
You comprehend that? It was a lot of big words in there, aspects and multiple.
Crazy.
Nah, I have no idea what Dukes is talking about. I'm just going to the next question, acting like I did know what he was talking about.
You didn't have no follow-up. When you don't have no follow-up, you didn't
get it. Chico crazy.
I'm just cursing off camera. That's all. I'm just cursing off camera.
Oh, you cursed off camera? Oh, that's hard.
I just went off camera. Just went. You know how you do when you.
What you say, Chico?
All right, and back to the regularly scheduled program. Make sure you guys follow, like, and subscribe for the morning run right here. Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, and Philip Dukes. That's Uncle Neely, the guy in the middle right there. If you guys didn't know. Unc, you want to leave us with some? We're coming up on the last 10 minutes, I guess you could say. Not couple,
hey,
but
hold
last
on,
10 minutes
Chico,
on the show.
Chico.
Bring
Hold
it to us.
Chico,
Here we go.
Man, you know, Friday, I was
This
out.
is where we go off the rail, people. If you guys are watching right now, of course, this is the number 2 most watched show on YouTube by families who has a household of 1 or more. And we're number 3 amongst black families or black people who has black parents. So we're number 3 in that. So go ahead, Dukes.
Shit. Like what? Hey man, no mind. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, wow, man.
Chico got me there. All right. Chico, you got me, bro. Tongue tied, boy. Good gracious. You got me. I ain't know where those stats came from. I was like, I'm listening. I'm like, what?
he dropped something last night. He dropped something last night on Uncle Chico live. I said, where you get that shit from? Instead of saying I did the research, I ran our analytics, he barked me. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to get you to validate the source. Like, what, where you get it from?
I said where I got it from. The researchers, our research department did that. And they found out, Dukes, that Uncle Chico is the number 1 watch show on YouTube for all people who have parents that was born before 1982. So if your parents were born before 1982, this is the number 1 show for you. That's Uncle Chico. The Morning Run is number 2, though, amongst, like I said, black people who have black parents. We're number 2. It should be number 1.
Black people with white parents. Like what
I didn't do that research yet. I'll check on that. If you guys can give us the research or in the chat, let us know real quick. Like, now War Damn Eagle. Uncle Dukes just put it in the chat. Hey, Duke, let me tell you a story about War Eagle real quick.
All right.
I was at Auburn on a recruiting visit, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the reasons why I took the visit to Auburn, I wanted to go. Shout out to Coach Joe Witt, who recruited me very hard. And I think his son is coaching now.
Yeah, his son, the defense coordinator for Washington.
Exactly. Yep. Joe Witt Jr.
Yeah.
So, man, Coach Joe Witt was recruiting me hard, dog. He was recruiting me hard. I remember when I was signing the all-star football information, and they had commitment and, put down where you committed to. I just really wanted to have a commitment somewhere. So instead of putting Auburn, I put UAB. Mm-hmm. Man, Coach Joe Witt saw that. He was like, he called me and said, man, hey, man, I just saw that you put down UAB. You committed to UAB, man, on me? I was like, oh, man, my bad, Coach. He said, man, it's time for you to come back up to a game. I said, okay. So I had one coach who's one Caucasian coach in high school who's a huge Auburn fan. So I said, Coach, you want to take me to the Auburn game? He said, hell yeah. I was like his favorite player from then on. So he took myself and another recruit. We went to the Auburn game. But here's the story about War Eagle. People kept coming up to me or passing by me. They kept yelling in my face. This is what I'm thinking. They kept yelling in my face, War Eagle, as they passed by. War Eagle, War Eagle, War Damn Eagle. I wasn't a real Auburn fan at the time, right? So I asked someone, I said, hey, man, why these folks keep yelling War Eagle in my face, dog? I'm getting tired of this War Eagle stuff. They said, man, you're supposed to say it back. I said, oh. But damn, I didn't know that part, so I started saying it back. War Eagle, but War Eagle, whatever. So that's my War Eagle story, guys. If y'all don't know, you're supposed to say it back the same way you say Roll Tide.
Hey,
Little Prime, Chico, you got something to say about that?
Chico.
When Lil Prime come out, you're on the bullshit. When he come out, look at you, Chico.
That's a real story, dog. That's a real story.
I'm sure it's a real story, but when he come out, you're on the bullshit.
Chico, why you had to tell everybody your coach was Caucasian?
Because I said that. God dang, man.
You tell he respect that white man because he didn't say white. He said Caucasian.
I said Caucasian. He was from the mountains he was from the Caucasus Mountains.
I'm saying, why you just didn't say my coach?
Because he was the only white coach that we had, and I wanted to make it clear about that. And I have a friend from Minnesota. I have a friend from Minnesota, and they say, man, why every time you explain something, you say my white friend or my black friend? I said, man, I'm from the South. That's how some of us talk sometimes when we explain and talk about people.
He was your favorite coach?
He was my favorite coach. Shout out to Coach Morgan, man. And if you're watching this, yes, you was my favorite coach. But if you're not watching this, no, Coach Pearson was my favorite coach.
Chico White.
Shout out to Coach Daryl Pearson, who played for the Alabama State Hornets back in the day. He was a baller. His brothers also got the other brother name, played with but yeah, Alabama
Chico,
State Hornets, man.
Huh? Why you take him? Kevin Jones.
Because none of them was really Auburn fans. The reason why I offered this coach is because he was a huge Auburn fan. And I knew that he would.
That ain't why you offered it. You needed a ride and you knew he was going to bite the hook.
Listen, what I was about to say that part too. Hell, we needed a ride to get there. I knew none of the black coaches really didn't care about going to damn Auburn. All of them came from HBCU, so they wanted me to go to Bama State or A&M. And so Auburn.
That damn Kendall Jones got a masterful jab.
My coach is good white folk. He's scared. Here's a story about that real quick. I won't hold y'all too long.
Masterful jab, man.
My coach one time left, who was a black coach from Fayetteville State who went to Alabama State. But he left one day, and I think he did it on purpose, because what he did was he came back before the practice was over. He said, man, listen, man, this is how you talk. He said, man, listen, man, I can't. What I did was I went over there and sat my ass in the damn bushes and watched y'all. And I left the damn white man as the head coach. And y'all damn Negroes out here running like the damn, your hair on fire. That's a slave mentality, man. All y'all Negroes out here who worked harder for this white man, y'all got a slave mentality. And you better change that. So I won't lie, that stuck with me for the rest of my life, that no matter whether my coach was black, white, orange, or whatever, I'm going to work just as hard for him as I do for the black coach. I don't want to be one of those guys on the team that coach is saying you got a slave mentality because you're putting in extra work because there's a white coach out here coaching you guys. But that stuck with me for a long time. Coach said he went over there and watched us in the bushes.
So Chico, why you had to make it clear that you went with a Caucasian coach?
Because I just wanted to tell the story and make it as clear as possible. That's all. He was, in the South, in the South where I'm from, a lot of the, I hate this. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm not gonna say that. Just put it like this. Shout out to Coach Morgan. He was my only white coach that we had in high school, and that's who I asked to take me because he was a huge Auburn fan. He just happened to be white, and he happened to be an Auburn fan, so he took us on a recruiting thing. That's
who I went.
Myself and shout out to my dog Big Catrell Simmons, who was also a recruit that ended up going to UAB with me also.
Dukes. You used to watch Cosby Kids on Saturday morning.
That's exactly who you look like.
Remember Dumb Donald? Listen, that's what I feel like I'm listening to. I feel like I'm at the clubhouse at the junkyard listening to Dumb Donald tell the story.
Hey man. Hey man. Nah, Chico, I was just trying to put it together, Chico. Like, you hit us with a couple. Like, first you hit us with the Marilyn Manson. You couldn't wait to get that one off. I was like, all right, cool. It was like, hey y'all, what do y'all like? That nobody. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, all right. Man, we ain't tripping.
It is the face hole for Dukes. Duke be like this. Listening.
Yeah, then he hit us with the like, by his own admission, unprodded by anybody, was just like, yeah, I got a white coach.
I say it like that, dog.
Hey, fellas. A white man took me to Auburn.
I's got a white coach.
He bought us a cool soda water and a burger.
He told me if I just keep on playing that football, and by the time I get ready, I must be it.
Y'all see how they do me, right? Y'all see how they do me in the chat.
Hey, that's the other one. Hey, that's the other one. Then he didn't like himself. I'm starting to put it together.
I didn't like myself. I just said I didn't like my name sometimes because it was so unique. That's all.
He's not.
And everybody used to
call me Chico's no more.
I don't know how many times I'd have heard. I don't know how many times I'd have heard somebody
Chico.
call my name without knowing, they'd be like, Chico? And then I stand up like, oh, damn, I was expecting a little short Latino Mexican or something. I was like, what?
A Latino Mexican.
A Latino Mexican. I'm like, what is that? A coffee at Starbucks or something? A Latina Mexican.
Hey man, Latina is feminine.
Chico
that's what I'm talking about. What they say, man. Look like a Latino Mexican right over there.
In Black History Month. Dang.
In the end of Black History Month.
Chico just
Neely is rubbing his head. Chico did it to himself. Self-inflicted wounds. He's scared. Which team do y'all want Sanders to get drafted to? That's a real question.
I'll say something. I'm gonna leave it there. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Leave it right there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say a word.
New York Giants for me, man. I would like to see him be in the world's capital marketing situation. City never sleeps.
I appreciate that.
Everywhere. I think he's built for that. I think he's built for Madison Avenue advertising. I think he's built for a continuous billboard on Times Square. I think everything that New York brings to the table as a city, as a marketing environment, that when it comes to teams and teams market, yeah, the Cowboys may be America's team, maybe most valuable NFL franchise, but when you look at the ancillary things playing football, you cannot beat being in New York or Los Angeles.
Oh, I'll let the comments. New York or Los Angeles, Unc?
Can't beat it.
I'm sticking with Las Vegas, dog. I don't like Shadur wearing the blue of New York. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, it's New York, but I don't like that ugly New York Giant blue. He'll look so much colder and so much better, and those jerseys would sell a lot more in that black and silver.
Somebody look in their uniform. I now have a whole other list of concerns.
That's okay. Well, those are my concerns. What are your concerns, Duke? Where would you like to see him at?
Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, what I'm talking about, Duke.
Yeah, bring it to the Falcons. Bring it to the A.
Yeah, Saudi.
And I like Penix, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, but they give Shadur Sanders in Atlanta. Two turn. That'd be two turn, bro. And no disrespect to Penix, man. So you know what? But that's fantasy world because we do got a great young quarterback, aka the do-rag dude. So outside of that, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I don't know if they have it. Where did Jacksonville ended up?
Jaguars. They're back behind the Raiders.
They like 9.
Yeah. Somewhere.
I mean, you know a team that I think set up for them though. That if they trade up, that team is really set up that could use them. And the Jets, they got weapons. They got everything. They got weapons on offense. They got great defense. Coach,
guess where it is. Guess where it is.
Yeah, if they trade it up, I would like to see him with the Jets. I think they got a better cachet for him to be successful earlier on, for sure.
And guess where they are?
Where?
In New York.
In New York, number 6. And I like that green on him better than that blue, even though, you know, shout out to my true blues out there. But I like the Jets with Shadur better. I like the Jets or Las Vegas for Shadur. I wouldn't hate on Cleveland either. I just see Cam Ward in that Cleveland Browns uniform. That's what I see. So we shall see how it plays out. The first start of all of this stuff is going down in Indianapolis, where Dukes will be this Thursday. You get that Thursday, Dukes?
No, I get that Wednesday night.
Get the Wednesday night, and you'll be ready to go up and at 'em on Thursday morning. So good luck to you. Do your thing. Network. Your network is your net worth. I know you're gonna be balling out of control up there doing your thing. What you gonna be wearing? I know you're gonna be fresh up there. You got some nice shoes already packed to go with your outfit. Oh, he didn't like that question. That's why I asked you. Go ahead, Duke. What you gonna be wearing, Duke? I know you're gonna be fresh to death out there.
Man, I don't know how I'm gonna hit them, man, but definitely gonna have some comfortable shoes more than anything. Oh, you know what? You know what? Wayne concert. I am gonna get first. Wayne got a concert in Naptown Thursday. Shout out to Bud, man. Bud said he gonna look out. So
there you go.
I'm gonna hit that Wayne
good people. Thursday. And I was dead serious, man. You know, Duke's gonna be fresh out that thing. He gonna shoes like Duke. Let me ask you this: like Prime said, dog, I go from the feet up. Most people go from the head to the toes. I go from the feet to the head. I start with the shoes, dog.
Send that to coach.
What do you do? Do you
send that impersonation to coach? See, NEELY be doing them in person. I mean, excuse me, Chico be doing them impersonation like folks ain't gonna never hear him.
It ain't no.
You see how he tried to get me the other day? Chico, do the other day. I said, look,
I just asked the question, dog.
I asked Chico in front of his face. I said, man, Chico, here go your shot. Go ahead and hit me with the deuce. Then he like, nah, I ain't got one. I ain't got no deuce. I ain't got one.
It just naturally happened, man. That's all. You know,
yeah, boom. As soon as I ain't on the show, here go Chico. Man, yeah, he went crazy. Gave me a 5-minute impersonation, man. I said, damn, Chico.
I'm gonna tell you, Dukes, like I've told Chico many occasions.
Lord have mercy.
If I had bottoms on, I would get up and walk off right now. I can't stand up. Like that's all. Crazy, I just been gone, man. But if I only, I'm gonna have to start doing this show in bottoms, because if I had some bottoms on, I probably I'd get up.
You get up and walk out right now, like Rick Ross did on the 85 South show.
I just let
it. That's all. I just asked the question. Chico got a neo soul fro. Damn. Look like I would have been a love interest in a what's her name? Jasmine. What's her name?
All I know is, dude,
I would have been a love interest in one of those videos.
It was the 50-minute and like 24-second mark. And Chico said, "Hey NEELY, what you got? Take us out of here." It's now 106 because he done went through 4 stories.
Yeah. Hey, for real, I be knowing what to do now. Yeah. See,
Deuce, go ahead, Deuce. Do be egging it on, though, but go ahead.
No, because now I know what it is. See, when one Chico be sliding little shots at me every now and then, I just write them down, and so I don't even hit back at Chico. I just let Chico tell his story, and I just ask about it. He hit himself.
Leon, shout out to Leon.
On Plaxico Birds now.
Leon, shout out to Leon.
That's actually a great. That's a little bar right there, Chico.
Chico Plaxico.
shout out to Leon. Leon said Love Jones starring Chico and Neil Carter.
Whoa.
No, I thought they was gonna say Neil Long. Who is Neil Carter?
Google Long, dog. Google real quick.
Neil Long, dog. Neil Carter don't even sound attractive.
Put in Neil Carter and bring up on the screen, Chico.
Neil Carter don't sound attractive.
Cause I saw
beautiful sister Neil Carter like that. You just Google Neil Carter actress and bring up.
Oh, I know Neil Carter, the old school actress, unbelievable. The mama, the auntie, on all the shows. What was it? 227.
Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Cause I saw deep one.
Unbelievable. Should I bring her up for real?
Yeah, them people need to see who Neil Carter is, man. Leon gave a shout out.
Neil Carter. Auntie Neil Carter.
Hey, Chico, you trying to get on Florida Evans yesterday. Them folk wasn't going.
Yeah, they was getting on me talking about, you call Florida Evans ugly. I said, she just wasn't a looker for some folks. That's all. Shout out to Neil Carter, Auntie Neil.
You better not say nothing, Chico.
I just said Auntie Neil. Auntie Neil like she'll whoop the hell out of you, boy. What?
Well, she'd make a good sandwich, too.
I told you, she was an 8th grade English teacher back in the day. Then she decided to go follow her dreams in LA and become an actor.
This dude can make up a damn story about folks. He give them middle names.
Straight up. Am I lying, though?
Chico, take us out of here, man. Stop playing.
Does she not look like that? It's Black History Month, Chico. 09 to everybody in the chat. Put a 09 in the chat if you're checking in right now. Put your city and your state in the chat also if you're checking in. If you got something to say to Uncle NEELY, put that in the chat. Questions for Dukes, put that in the chat also. You understand me? Shout out to Goonsville Clothing, MDJOriginal.com, Law's Whiskey House, and FaceByJazz.com, where you can find your Uncle NEELY's beard oil. You won't be able to get a beard like Uncle NEELY's, but something like that. 15% off when you use the code UNK, that is UNK. All right. And we're getting ready to close it out on radio station 187.4 on your FM dial. This is DJ's
187.4.
Uncle NEELY, Philip Dukes, y'all got something? Take us out of here with.
Y'all stay tuned. Keep on rocking with us. We appreciate the chat. Appreciate y'all hitting those thumbs up on all 3 channels. We got more to come all week long. Deuce the Scoop will be in Indianapolis for the Combine later this week. But before we go there, we got You Tell Me live tomorrow night. We got the morning run on Wednesday morning. We got Wednesday with Warren on Wednesday evening. Then by that time, Deuce the Scoop is in Naptown, so y'all can expect some exclusive coverage from Deuce the Scoop while he's in Indianapolis at the Combine. Hey, It's a lot of people that can bring it, but can't nobody bring it. Like Deuce to School, Big Dog Chico, and Uncle Neely on D Pregame Network. Y'all keep rocking with us. Stay tuned for more. Much love.
Chico, learn how to love yourself.
I love myself, Duke. What do you mean? I love myself.
Yeah.
You ain't tell us what shoes you was gonna be wearing and what outfit you. All right, anyways, take us out of here, Dukes. I'm just playing. Hey, we appreciate you guys joining in.
Go to all 3 channels. Go to Big Dog Chico channel. Go to Duke the Scoop channel. Got 2 videos up on the quarterback competition. Uncle Neely got a ton of good content. Man, Wednesdays with Warren last week went crazy. So hey man, y'all check it out. I'm gonna wear these.
Yes. Cold blood. I told you he can be fly. You know what I mean? So that's my cousin who get fly right there. I'm the cousin who just show up with the team issue clothes on. You feel what I'm saying? I'm wearing that's what I'm wearing, Big Dog. Until next time, until the next morning run. Y'all know what to do. Big Dog Chico show coming too.
Y'all know before we come on the app, you call it Chico Molly. And not Molly from ESPN, Molly because he be on that Molly.
Man.
You're just gonna hold the people hostage once again now. Great show, guys. We appreciate that, Mike.
98
Salty Cone. Vet. Oh, now no more morning runs for Chico. Easy. Duke, so those 98s.
Yeah, that Untiny. What's up, Untiny?
Untiny up in here. Oh no,
yeah,
Untiny.
Johnson, Auntie, Untiny.
Send me a cake next time, Untiny. Uncle Neely said he can't eat no more. He ate all of it. He's damn near bit his finger off.
Don't get it, man. Your cornbread.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, appreciate you guys joining in once again.
I give a man my cornbread. Are you gonna be watching the draw? Don't get it, man. Cornbread.
Cut that Eddie Murphy a fool.
You gonna be clipping the toenail.
Uncle Neely, do you take the Snicker that's on your bed? Do you take it, Uncle Neely, or do you leave it?
The what?
Thank you guys for coming out. God bless you, and have a great day. We'll be back with more Peace in the Middle East. See y'all.